Like school, e-learning.
Test 1, question 5. And this is a campus task, which means it's a situation that is happening on campus at the university, just like in question 3. The difference, however, is in question 3, there was 2 different sources to get your information from. There was the announcement and then the conversation. This is just a conversation between 2 people, and it's always one of the students is having a problem, and either another student or a professor or an advisor is trying to help. And this is amazingly formulaic. There's always a problem. There's always 2 solutions that are, equally good or equally bad, and then you have to choose which solution is the better one and tell me why. So before I even start listening to the passage, I always write P for problem, S1 for solution, solution 1, D for dilemma under solution 1. Dilemma is a problem. There will always be some sort of problem with the solution. Then S2 for solution 2, and then D. And that gets my notes structured so I can speak through that this campus task easily. So this man has a problem, and we have to tell the 2 solutions, which one I prefer and why. The why is always very important. Don't forget the why. And the man's problem is he is having a difficult time in his calculus class, and he can't grasp some of the concepts. Now, grasp in this context also means to grab, but it also means to understand. He can't understand all of the concepts because it's very difficult. And the woman gives him 2 solutions. The first solution is to enroll. Enroll means to sign up for. Just like you signed up for classes at Like School, or you'll sign up for, Hapkido, or you sign up for something, or enroll. A tutorial service. Tutorial services is a service that provides tutors to people who need them, like a one-on-one study partner, I suppose. And these tutors are always graduate students. Now, graduate students are people who continue studying after they get their 4-year degree. Graduate programs anywhere from 1 to 3 years, and they further, they go into study in one specific thing, as I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know this. So he'll work with calculus grad students, and they can help him because they know more about it. They've already majored in this, and they'll, do even more studying. The dilemma with this, however, is that they charge money. Because they're grad students. They need to make a living somehow. They're very poor. And this is one way that they can make money, so they're going to charge a fee. So the man is not sure he wants to pay a fee. The second solution is to do a group study, or a study group. Either way is fine. And the woman says that last semester she did a group study, and she found it very helpful. But the dilemma here is that the man is worried that in a group study he could learn more about the group members' personal lives than about the subject, which means that he's worried that if they get together they'll just start chatting and start talking about each other and about their boyfriend or dog or mom or whatever, and not about calculus. And that's a big risk if he needs to do well in his class. And as I'm sure you know, it's hard to get your friends to be quiet and study when they need to. So now we need to make a decision about which one we prefer. And the way I usually do this is I leave some space on the left side of the page when I'm taking notes to give my reasons for my preference. So I chose solution 2. So I put a star by solution 2. And solution 2 is the group study. And I chose solution 2 because with the group study, there are many perspectives. There are many people getting together trying to solve one problem. And everybody can share their knowledge. So something that I don't know, somebody else might, but I might know somebody that somebody else doesn't know. And as a group, we can sort of pool our knowledge or put our knowledge all together, and everybody will benefit. But also because there's no money, there's no charge associated with it. It's free. So I drew an arrow, put no in the middle of it. And that's one of the easiest ways to get your reasons for your preference for this one, is just by saying, well, I don't want to pay any money, so therefore solution 2 is better one. But if you chose solution 1, it's because the risk of chatting and not studying is too great. So in a tutorial service, there's no chance that you'll chat. You're spending money, you're going to study, they're going to make you study. So you can just draw an arrow to this dilemma, and that will help you answer your question quite easily. So this is a really good way to start taking your notes, and just get into the habit of taking your notes like this, because then you can really easily get yourself from the problem to your preference without any sort of awkwardness, without any transitions that are sort of too long or lots of ums or anything like that. And you can also, there's also room to put in your transition words if you have time and if you need that help. So one way you can do this is by, let's use a color that I haven't done first already. So you could say, first, she suggests to enroll in a tutorial service with grad students. Graduate students know about the material, and therefore they can help. The second solution is to do a group study. The woman in the conversation did a group study last semester, and she found it very helpful. I believe that the second solution is the better solution. First, because there are many perspectives provided in a group, and also group members can share their knowledge. Lastly, it is free. With the first solution, there's a charge associated with the tutorial service, but as a college student, I might not have disposable income to spend on things that are not necessary. So saving money is important. That's one way you can transition your speaking so it makes sense, but it also provides the appropriate pauses, because the test givers at TOEFL actually listen for these transition words, and they do a really good job of slowing your speech and pacing your speech at an appropriate way. So take a look and see what you think.